Even though I'm born and raised in Vancouver, Canada, I'm actually a foreign trained architect. I was registered in the UK. I worked overseas, I worked in Europe, I worked in Asia. When I moved back to Canada, I had to become a full intern again and go through the whole intern program, which I felt wasn't the right way of doing things. So when I got involved with the AIBC, one of the programs that we put a lot of effort into was developing the B.E.F.A program.
The Broadly Experienced Foreign Architects Program, or B.E.F.A as we call it, was started as an opportunity for foreign-trained architects to have their experience evaluated rather than going through the education and intern program and exams that typically Canadian architects have to.
It's a competency-based program, so it allows foreign-trained architects to be assessed based on their skills rather than their credentials.
We have 12 phases of competencies we go through with people, and I would say 90% of that is fairly transferable from other countries. 10% being more kind of uniqueness around technical things and climate, as well as legal system, insurance system, financing system.
It can be quite daunting in terms of local requirements because they are just so different from region to region. So to go through the B.E.F.A process and to learn all the local requirements, it's really important because it's public safety that's at stake.
Mais également des façons d'être architecte différentes. Donc, dans différents pays, un architecte peut être plus près à un ingénieur, peut être plus près à un technicien, plus près à un concepteur, designer, sans expertise technique. Et dans le contexte canadien, toutes ces exigences sont requises. Donc, c'est important, avec les 12 sujets de compétences dans EVA, de valider où sont les lacunes pour qu'ils puissent agir pour apprendre des nouvelles compétences pour pouvoir accéder à la profession d'architecte.
Once you got the B.E.F.A and you are registered, there is no limit, it's up to you. You can start your own practice, and this is a big deal. You will have your own stamp, so you don't need anybody already to review what you are doing because you are the master of yourself.
It's a very profound thing to be an architect. I'm very proud of being an architect. I love being an architect. And the candidates are the same. My reward is to help them reach that goal.
It becomes quite emotional. You go through the final interview and you inform the candidate that he or she will be recommended for licensure. The sheer joy of the moment is extraordinary. There's a candidate that has lived to be an architect, that has not been able to practice in our country, and now being granted licensure. Terrific.
So for those of you who have practiced architecture, who have that vocation, that calling in your own jurisdiction, we welcome you to join us here in Canada.
Think about yourself after 6 months to 1 year to be a registered architect. This is just like a great target for you.
Nobody's questioning their experience in back country or their education. So it's a very pleasant process. It certainly has been pleasant for me, being both a candidate as well as assessor.
We are trained to make you at ease so that you can give the best you have to us so we can fully recommend licensure in Canada. Give it a shot.
Put the documentation together and go through the interview. If you're confident about your skill sets and you can talk through all of the projects that you've been working on, then I think you're more than capable to go through that.
Go for it. Get it done.